Translation and purport by Divine Grace is Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Swambhue Manu, the husband of Satarupa, was by nature not at all attached to enjoyment of the senses. Thus, he gave up his kingdom of sense enjoyment and entered the forest with his wife to practice austerity. Purport. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, evam parampara prapyam imam rajarsayo vidhu. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession. And the saintly kings understood it in that way. All the Manus were perfect kings. They were Rajarsi. In other words, although they held post as kings of the world, they were as good as great saints. Swambhue Manu, for example, was the emperor of the world, yet he had no desire for sense gratification. This is the meaning of monarchy. The king of the country or the emperor of the empire must be so trained that by nature he renounced sense gratification. It is not that because one becomes king, he should unnecessarily spend money for sense gratification. As soon as king becomes degraded, spending money for sense gratification, they were lost. Similarly, at the present moment, monarchy having been lost, the people have created democracy, which is also failing. Now, by the law of nature, the time is coming when dictatorship will put the citizen into more and more difficulty. If the king or dictator individually or the members of the government collectively cannot maintain the state or kingdom according to the rule of Manu Samhita, certainly their government will not endure. Strong purport. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurjanimilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Bhutair Mahadeviyai Puro Vibho Nirmaya Sete Yadamu Supurusam Bhukte Gunan Sodasatmakam Solam Krishistam Bhagavan Bachansi Me Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vayemacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Bhavaradhika Madhuri Aswade Sukhakai Jayati Krishna Chaitanya Kali Prakate Brajaraj Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I'll just read the 4 verses before this. Text number 4. Sri Rishi Uvachaha Mano Asvita Vidita Sadha Kalpe Swam Swambhuvadayah Adaste Kathayo Yatra Devadinam Cha Sambhava. Sukadeva Goswami said, in the present kalpa, there have already been 6 Manus. I have described to you Swambhu Manu and the appearance of many demigods. In this kalpa of Brahma, Swambhu is the first Manu. Akutya devahutya cha duhitro tasya vai manoh dharma jnanopadesartha bhagavan putratam gata. Swambhu Manu has 2 daughters named Akuti and Devahuti. From their wombs, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared as 2 sons named Jagyamurti and Kapila, respectively. These sons were entrusted with preaching about religion and knowledge. Prabhupada writes a small purport. Devahuti's son was known as Kapila and Akuti's son was known as Jagyamurti. Both of them taught about religion and philosophical knowledge. Number 6. Kritam pura bhagavatah kapilasyanuvaranitam akhyaaste bhagavan jagyo yachakara kurudvaha. O best of the king, I have already described in the 3rd canto the activity of Kapila, the son of Devahuti. Now I shall describe the activity of Jagyapati, the son of Akuti. So, as we have heard from 2nd canto Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, that there are 10 subject matter which have been described throughout Srimad Bhagavatam. Like in Bhagavad Gita, there are 5 subject matter. Isvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kal and Karma. In Bhagavatam, there are 10 subject matter. Atra sarga visargascha asthanam poshana utaya manavantar isanukatha nirodha mukti asraya. Sarga, the first creation by Mahavishnu, has been described in 3rd canto of Bhagavatam. Visarga, the creation from Brahma, has been described in 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sthanam, some or other we got to tie this one, otherwise it keeps going slowly. This will make everybody sleep slowly like this. Not this. You have to get a screwdriver and tie this one. The temple commanders should do this job later on sometime. Anyway. Asthanam, our real asthana is back home, back to Godhead, Vaikuntha. But unfortunately in this material world, well, then I got to be like this. No, it cannot catch from all this side. That very expensive mic. A simple mic. This can only catch this way. Get other stand. Or I will hold like this. Asthana is Vaikuntha. That's where we should go. That is the perfection of human life. Janmalabha parapunsaha antah narayana smriti. We should perfect our life such a way that at end of life, at time of death, we should be able to remember Narayan and thus go back home, back to Godhead. Thank you. Oh, Gauri Prabhu, good morning. Come on, England is rich. Come on, buy some better, stand. What is this thing? In Bombay, you got so many stand. Okay, all right. Let us work on this one. But since we are entangled in this material world and we keep performing or doing so many activities for sense gratification, prasakta kaam hogesu patanti narakesu. And this way we fall in different status. Somebody go to heaven, somebody go to hell, somebody remains here in different species of life. So everybody got their asthan, or place of residence. That has been described in 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Poshana. Poshana means maintainer. The Lord is the maintainer of one and all. He maintains everyone. He maintains the Hare Krishna devotee, and he maintains the butchers also. He maintains everybody without any discrimination. He maintains them. The Poshana, especially the maintenance of his devotee, have been described in 6th canto of Bhagavatam, like the demigod, Arvina Jamil, how the Lord has maintained. And then 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam describes about Utaya. Utaya karma vasana. The desire for performing different act is called Utaya. And then comes, that is 7th canto of Bhagavatam. 8th canto of Bhagavatam describes about Manavantar. What is Manavantar? In one kalpa, the kalpa is 4,320 millennium of human years, our years, is one day of Brahma. In one day of Brahma, there are 1,000 Mahajuga. When these 4 Juga, Satyug, Dwapar, Treta and Kalu, this consists a Mahajug. The 4 consist a Mahajug, or 4,000 Juga equal to one day of Brahma, or one kalpa of Brahma. And in one kalpa of Brahma, there are 14 Manu. There are 14 Manu. And the change of the Manu is called Manavantar. I will give the definition of Manavantar. What is Manavantar? Manavantaram Manu Devaha Manu Putra Sureshwara Rishayo Isa Avatarasya Hare Sada Vidhamuchyate. The Manavantar, the 6th thing happens, then it is called Manavantar. Sadabidham Uchyate Manavantara. What are these things? Manu. In one Manavantar, these things happen. Manu, Deva, the demigod, Manu Putra, the sons of Manu, Sureshwaraha, Indra, Rishaya, Saptarishi, and Isa Avatara. There are different incarnations of the Lord. Hare, Cha, and Cha means many other devotees, whose name are. But the 6 things are known as Manavantar. When the 6th thing comes together, then it is called Manavantar. In each Manavantar, this 6th thing happen. So there are, I can explain in Hindi better way, but I am in England, so I have to follow the law of the land. So they are known as Manavantar. And this way there are 14 Manu change in one day of Brahma. So, in one day of Brahma, whatever, history is called Purana. But this had to be related with all these 6 things. These 6. Manu, demigod, son of Manuj, Indra, Saptarishi, and the different incarnation of the Lord and his devotee. So Cha means and the devotees. So they are the pastime of these people, or activities of these people is known as Purana. So the activity of one kalpa is known as Purana. So we see in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is Mahapurana, right? There are many Purana right there. Srimad Bhagavatam is Mahapurana, one Purana. So we see in Bhagavatam, there are so many pastimes are given. But they are not particularly from this Juga, this Chaturjugi. They are from different Chaturjugi. You know? And Bhagavatam is known as Mahapurana. Means, even of different kalpa. Not only this kalpa, not only Brahma, but the life of Brahma. The pastime of life of the Brahma is mentioned in Bhagavatam. Therefore, Bhagavatam is called Mahapurana. Other Puranas talks about this kalpa, where we are. So far, 6 Manu has changed. And we are in the 7th Manu, Manvantar. And 8th Manu will be Maharaj Bali in Sabarani Manvantar. That is it to come. So, this is Manvantar, which has been described very nicely in the 8th canto of Bhagavatam. 9th canto of Bhagavatam describes Isanu Katha. Isa and Anu. Isa Anu. Isa means the Lord and Anu means the devotee. Isanu Katha. 10th canto of Bhagavatam describes Nirodha. Nirodha means cessation. No more. Nothing required. Many Goswamis, they talks that 10th canto should be Ashraya, but somehow or other, Sukadeva Goswami decided to say it is Nirodha. So everybody accepts it. Finally, Jiva Goswami defends Sukadeva Goswami and he said, yes. After hearing Harikatha, after hearing the pastime of the Lord in Vrindavan, which is of 3 kinds, the pastime in Braj also in 3 different ways, the pastime in Gokul, the pastime in Vrindavan, and pastime in Nandagram. And the pastime of Mathura and Dwarika. If somebody hears this pastime, then he has no other desire but to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why it says cessation is good. Some other Goswami like Vallabhacharya, they feel strongly that Haribol Prabhu, Jiv Jago. I'll tell a nice story. Once, when Kumbhkarna, you know who is Kumbhkarna? No? Kumbhkarna was brother of Ram. Sorry, Ram. I don't know how many of you are up. Kumbhkarna was brother of Ravana. When he was killed, the Nidra Devi, she went to Lord Ram and said, my dear Lord, now you have killed Kumbhkarna. Where should I go? So Lord Ram said, wherever Hari Katha is going on, you can go there. Where Bhagavad Katha is going on, you can go there. So where there is Katha going on, you will find somebody always. It's Nidra Devi is there by the benediction of Lord Ramchandra. She is there. Anyway, let's get back here. So what we are talking about? Isanu Katha. Nirodha. And of course, 11th canto Bhagavatam talks about mukti. Hitva nitharupam sarupina vyavasthiti iti mukti. Giving up our false identification of this body and anything to do with the body and getting ourselves situated on our constitution position of Jivare Sarupa Krishna and Tidas and start serving Krishna. That is called mukti. And then Asraya, the Somam of everything, Krishna is the shelter of one and all. So, this 10 subject matter have been discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, we are beginning the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is known as Manamantara. In the 8th canto of Bhagavatam, it said, Evam panchadadhadhyayah vasanakarmachoditam sadharmastu tatah proktah chaturvinsatibhi subhai. Evam, in this way, Panchadasa Adhyaya, the 7th canto of Bhagavatam, it has 15 chapters. The 15th chapter describes about karma vasana, about the, how to perform different kind of activities and get entangled. By performing different kind of activity, we get entangled. Now here is a jiva who got entangled. Is it that we should remain here only? We should not remain here. This is not our place. We are just going in the cycle of birth, death, old age and disease. Lord is so merciful. He has made all the arrangement so that we can go back home, back to Godhead. To clean our contamination, the Lord has given dharma. And that is the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam describes how to be free from this contamination. Therefore, it said, Dharmastu tatah proktaha. Dharmastu. What is the religious principle? What is our activities? Prescribed duty. Dharma means, Prabhupada said, dharma means prescribed duty. And sadharma means Krishna consciousness. So sadharmastu tataha proktaha chaturvinsati bhisubhai. In 24th chapter, 15th chapter, 1 to 15, the 15th chapter describes about karma vasana, the desire for sense gratification and its activities. And to clean that karma vasana, Sukadeva Goswami had to speak in 24th chapter. The Sadharma. Tu means certainly. This is only process which can clean that dirt which is in our heart to enjoy this material world. Therefore it says Shubhai means auspiciousness. The 8th canto of Bhagavatam can bring auspiciousness. Manamantarani saddharamaha satam dharma prakirtitaha prakitate samakhyata pauruso bhaktirevahi. He said, Manamantarani means this is Bahuvachan, not this plural Manu, not one, but many Manu. Going to discuss about all 14 Manu, and then all these things about Manu, about demigod, about son of the Manuj, Indra, Rishis, and different incarnation of the Lord and his devotee, which have been described in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So all these things are Saddharma. They are the Saddharma. Satam dharman prakirtitaha. Satam dharma, or the dharma for the saintly person, has been described in 8th canto. Satam dharma or Bhagavat dharma have been described in 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Prakritate samakhyataha. Samakhyataha. This description of Bhagavat dharma is not prakrita or material, but prakrita means spiritual. And paurusho bhaktir evahi. Paurusho means human being. We obtain bhakti. He said, eva hi. Eva means certainly, and he means without any question. Just like say, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, eva hi kevalam. Eva hi kevalam. The three things. And all comes in affirmative or certainty. Here also it said, Prakritate samakhyataha paurusho bhakti eva hi. So 8th canto of Bhagavatam is the description which gives us bhakti, which can clean all karma vasana, the desire for sense gratification. In 8th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, the description, it is, there are 6 different sections in 8th canto of Bhagavatam. First section talks about Manamantar and the pastime of the Supreme Lord as Jagya Purush, which is described in first chapter. Second section talks about Gajendra Moksha. Again, by hearing Gajendra Moksha, we get bhakti. It's very powerful, Gajendra Moksha. Then, 5th chapter describes about, other Manuj, other Manumantar, and different other 6 Manu, such as Raivat, Chakshus, etc., other Manumantar. By the way, I just want to say that there are 14 Manu which comes in one day of Brahma. They are known as Swambhuve, Sarochit, Uttam, Tamas, Raivat, Chakshus, Vaivasvat, Savarani, Daksha Savarani, Brahma Savarani, Dharma Savarani, Rudra Savarani, Dev Savarani, or Indra Savarani. So this is turning point. This Manvantar where we are, this turning point. From here start Savarani Manvantar. So rest balance will be only Savarani Manvantar. So this is described in 5th chapter of Bhagavatam. This way the 3 section gets over. And other 3 section talks about Samudra Mathan, churning of the ocean and getting the nectar, etc. The whole pastime, Lord Shiva drinking the poison, all these things. The 5th section talks about Bali Maharaj and Vamandev. And the 6th section talks about the Matsya Avatar, the little glimpse of the pastime of Matsya Avatar. So this way, there are 6 sections in this chapter. Now, as we said, the first we will talking about the Manu and Jagyapati. So in this chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, the first chapter, this talks about Manu. This has altogether 33 slokas. Talks about Manu. He went to forest to perform tapasya, and about Jagyapati. Basically, these 2 things talks in this verse, in this chapter. So now we will go on the 2 days verse. We are starting now. That was introduction of the verse and Bhagavatam. I mean, this chapter is starting. So I thought it was good to share with you all, this thing what the other Goswami they have to say. Now, this particular verse, I like to go on slokas. Some other, I have phobia to stay here, and I go on each word to word. It has different meaning. So the 7th sloka said, Viraktah kama bhogesu satarupa patih prabhu visrijya rajyam tapase sabharyo vanam avisat. So we see 3 things in this chapter, in this text. 4 things. One is, this verse is talking about Maharaj Manu, the first king on this planet. Maharaj Manu, we are his descendant. Therefore, we are called Manusya. We are Manusya, right? Human being. Because we are a descendant of Manu, so we call Manusya. Brahma descendant are not called, they are called different living entities. They are called Prani. That's different. Prani. But among the Prani, there are 84 lakh species of life. And one such is Manusya. And they are descendant of Manu. They come from Manu. From Brahma, so many things comes. Mosquito, fish, anything and everything you see here in the creation. All come from Brahma. But from Manu, we come as Manusya. He is the father of mankind. Now here the word has come, Satarupa Pati Prabhu. Very nicely. Why didn't you say Swambha Manu? Why is it Satarupa Pati? Why Satarupa Pati? The wife plays a great role in husband's life. She can make the house hellish, heavenly, or Vaikuntha. Right, Gari Prabhu? True? We all have experience. I have experience. My wife is here. I have experience. The wife can do anything. If you have a good wife, well. So here it has Satarupa. Of course, her name was Satarupa. But Satarupa has a meaning. There's, she had, hundreds of beauty. Unlimited beauty. Not by, outlook. Outlook was also one. She was beautiful. Her character, her behavior, her walk, her talk. Satarupa. She has hundreds of beauty in her. And one of the beauty of a wife is to assist her husband in serving Krishna. Not to pull his leg down. That is not the duty of the wife. Then she is not Satarupa. Satarupa is one who is assisting her husband to serve Krishna. And this way, Swambhuya Manu was expert. Therefore, he also called here Prabhu. Satarupa Pati Prabhu. He was Prabhu. He was also maintaining. Not only one side, both sides. The husband should also be first class Krishna conscious. Then that will match. But nevertheless, sometimes when the husbands are 10th class, still the wife can be Satarupa, such as Madodari. Ravan was a demon, but Madodari, she served her husband and she is glorified around the chaste lady. So she was Satarupa. So anyway, one section is talking about Swambhu Manu, who was the husband of Satarupa. Such a pride. For the woman, it is pride to be called by their husband's name. But Swambhu Manu and Sukadeva Goswami feeling proud to call him by his wife's name, Satarupa Pati Prabhu. He was great because he had first class wife who was helping him in different way. So what way she helped? She makes sure that he is not involved too much in sense gratification. Virakta kam hogesu. Prasakta kam hogesu in Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter. We know this sloka. Aneka chitta vibranta mohajala samavrita prasakta sarvaka karma prasakta kam hogesu patanti narake asuchau. If somebody is prasakta, prakrishnopena asakta, totally, fully absorbed in sense gratification, he goes to hell. And viparit of prasakta is virakta. So virakta kama bhogesu. He was virakta. He was free from sense gratification. And again, credit goes to Satrupa. So, if anybody wants to be happy in this material world, then he had to be free from tendency, I'll say tendency for sense gratification, for enjoying our senses. Then we can be whether it is brahmachari, girastha, banprasth or sannyasi. Our senses are very dangerous. Jode indriya tahe kar. It can, boom, take us anytime. Therefore, we should always be virakta. Virakta. Virakta kama bhogesu. Detach. Attachment is the cause of lamentation. And detachment is the cause of happiness or shanti. Vihaya kaman sarvan puman sharati nispriha nirmamo nirahankaram sahame shantim adhigacchati. 271. Say vihaya kaman sarvan. Give up all the desire of sense gratification. If you want to get peace, if you want to get happiness, give up the desire of sense gratification, like Maharaj Manu had done. We have to be detached without attachment. I remember one story. Once there was a guru and a disciple. And guru always was teaching his disciple that if you want to be happy, then you have to learn detachment. So he said, yes, my Guru Maharaj, I fully agree with you that we should learn detachment, give up everything. I agree, we should give up everything. But I think we should not give up Lakshmi Devi. Money. We should not give up money. Money can play a good role. So we should keep the money. He said, no. If you want to be happy, even you have to give up the money also. Don't be attached to money also. So one day, they were going, it was rainy season, and India, in rainy season, the river flows. Here also flows. There may be control here. They cannot flow. Little bit. In India it flows. We say big flood comes. So the river was in full swing and there are no bridge or anything. So they have to cross. And boat was only way and means to cross the river. So the boatmen, they are very clever. When you want to ride on the boat, first they get money. Then they will take you on the boat. Otherwise, they know that when you go other side, you'll run away. Where are you going to chase after you? So he takes the money before. So boatman wanted money from them. And Guru has no money because you are a renounced person. He said, I don't carry money. I don't keep any money. So boatman said, well, then I cannot take you. I said, well, your boat is yours. I have to go other side. That's the only I know. I said, no, if you don't give money, I will not take it. This disciple who has given up everything but kept some money with him because you were attached to the money. So he thought, my disagreement with my Guru about renouncing everything but not money, why should this boatman talk about anything about to my Guru? So he said, okay, how much you want? This much. So he gave the money. And that much money he had in his pocket. So he gave all the money. So when they crossed other side, so the disciple was very happy. And told Guru Maharaj, see, you always say to renounce everything. But I told you, if you renounce everything, but not the money. See, we had money. Therefore, we crossed the river. So he told 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Guru looked back. He said, you fool. I kept telling you, renounce everything, renounce everything. Look in your pocket. Do you have your money in your pocket? He said, no. He said, yes, you renounced it. You have given it away. You gave it away, therefore we crossed this river. If you have kept the money with you, you could have been there only. You gave away the money, so now you cross. So we have to renounce. If anybody wants to be happy, you have to renounce. Viraktaha kama bhogesu, the second thing to learn from this verse. And visirjyaha raja. Because he was renounced, he didn't take much time to renounce his kingdom, which was full of with opulence. Everything was there in his kingdom. He has so much opulence. Prabhupada talks about, in the whole purport, he talks about one thing. And that is how a leader should set example. Krishna said, Yada yada acharati sreshta tat eva itarato janaha sayat pramana kurute lokas tat anuvartate. If you look at this verse, then you will see that too much importance is given on setting example. 4 times strength is given on setting example. So I'll say yat, yat. 2, Visheshan. Visheshan means Shruti Prabhu, what do you mean by Visheshan? Anybody knows? From Sanskrit to English, I have difficult sometime to translate from Sanskrit to English. Visheshan, yes, the quality. Okay. Visheshta, and the quality, yes. Good. He was a Sanskrit teacher in Gurukul. So, Visheshan. So, Visheshta, the quality, there's so much importance is given on the acharana. Yat yat acharati sreshta tat tat. 2 and 2, 4. 4 times importance is given on behavior, on setting example. But instruction, sa yat praman instruction, sa yat pramana kurute lokas tat. Only 2 times. So the instruction has the personal, setting example is more powerful than simply giving instruction. So Prabhupada talks in whole purport about setting example. How the king earlier, they used to be Raja Rishi, Raja and Rishi. And Prabhupada quotes this verse from Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, Evam parampara prapyam imam Raja Risayo vidu sakalane mahata yogo nashta paramdapa. That how Maharaj Manu was Rajarsi. And he had so much wealth, but he didn't got involved in sense gratification. Let me gratify my senses. One day I was in Washington, and there, before program they take prasadam. In India, after program we take prasadam. But they come directly from office, so they took prasadam. So I didn't know what to do. I was sitting chanting. Then somehow or other, the host, Suryakant Patel, Syam Krishna Prabhu, he said, Prabhuji, you want to know what's happening in India? I said, well, okay. Then he put the TV on. On the TV, what was coming? The Prime Minister of India, who will die, I mean, we all are dying, but he has become too old. So he was, this media really, Gauri Prabhu, you are saying, somebody was saying, the media, the court does not give or court does not harass the citizen or the people or criminal as media harasses. They ask so many questions, so many ways. So they showed one point, Prime Minister was saying, that people they don't want the prices to go up, But the recession is throughout the world. What can I do? The money does not grow in the tree. So this was his statement. Money does not grow on the tree. And next moment, they said, yes, money does not grow in the tree. But when a prime minister has a party for his performance of 4 years of his government, he expends 6,000 rupees per plate. 6,000 rupees per plate for eating. And he expends 60 lakh rupees. How much? 60 lakh. How much is in pound? 70,000 pound in one day dinner. 6,000. One family can maintain for whole month in 6,000 rupees. And here, for one thali, they gave 6,000 rupees. Money does not, my dear Prime Minister, money does not grow in the tree. That was the question mark on Prime Minister. Then, they made the budget in India for foreign tour. The budget was somewhere like 70 or 80 lakhs. But they spent 600 crore. How much money? So much money. Budget is only 70 lakh. And they spend 600 crore. And again the question mark. My dear Prime Minister, money does not grow in the tree. You know. So this is called sense gratification. And Prabhupada writes here. Before there are monarchy. And the king, they thought they are enjoyer. And they were expending so much money. So it did not last. It fell apart. Then they brought new thing. Demon crazy. Democracy. Democracy is called, Prabhupada says, demon crazy. They are all crazy. Demon and crazy both. So now they are expending so much money. I'll read the purport. This way I'll finish the class. Here. It is not that because one becomes the king, he should unnecessarily spend money for sense gratification. As soon as a king becomes degraded, spending money for sense gratification, they were lost. Similarly, at the present moment, monarchy having been lost, the people have created democracy, which is also failing. Yes, this is sample you can see. Money does not grow in tree. But per thali, spending 6,000 rupees. This is waste of money. So a king had to be exemplary. Visirja rajam tapase. Give up this desire of sense gratification. Get out. Manam gato yad harima sreta. Go to Vrindavan, go to forest, join Hare Krishna movement. And chant Hare Krishna. Don't join alone. He said, Sabharyaha. The devotional service should be done along with wife. Lord Ramchandra, he wanted to perform Jagya. Sita was vanished. So Sita was not there. How can he perform Jagya? So alternative was either he gets married. He said, no, he cannot get married. Then they made a golden Sita. Right? Without wife. See, Ardhangani, half body. So the devotional service should be performed together. So he went to the forest to perform tapasya. So the great lesson to learn from this. And it is the need of ours that we should go out and preach. Distribute these books. Let these politicians read this, purport of Srila Prabhupada. Something will, come in their brain. Something they will realize. It's very important. I see the score here every day, devotees are distributing so many books. It's very good. Please go on distributing the books. The Prabhupada purports are something which can save the humanity at large. That includes the government officials also. President and Prime Minister, everybody. When they come in touch with Prabhupada books, when they read this thing, they can see. Prabhupada, these two things, what he said, that how monarchy fell, because they thought the kingdom is for their sense gratification. And the democracy is also going to fall, because they think that this wealth is for their sense gratification. So book distribution is the only thing which can save. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.